welcome to our 9th episode of The Pound Store. So far, we've been rocking and rolling, and I think so far we're having a good time. So today we're going to start off again with little duckies, little duckies. You already know because I've said it, right? We're addicted to the ducks, okay? And you guys saw me last episode with the cool cones that I said I was going to use for, obviously obstacle courses for my kids, but also for my primary program for our Easter thing to help like section off the different age groups. Well, today, so many eggs. So many eggs. So that's going to help a lot. So I'll get to donate those so the kids can go. And a couple of them already had like little prizes in them. So it had like one of these little wobbles. It hangs out and it'll wobble a little bit. It's a little penguin. And then it had other stuff like little bunnies. So very cutesy, very cutesy. Some of the eggs were nice little, I'd call them like neon, but they're not neon. Y'all are gonna have to tell me what the name for this type of egg is. They have like a little shine to them, but they're also see-through. So that was super cute for like maybe the littles, but not put little prizes in them because we don't want to do choking hazards. But also in there was this cool little guy. And one of the things in my church, right, specifically is we have like the stripling warriors, right? Totally looks like a stripling warrior. So that's gonna go in one of these big behemoth eggs that was in that. Totally fits. He's cool. He's gonna go in one of the behemoth eggs, but he's definitely a stripling warrior. And so now I get to kind of like, because we always want to make, like, even though it's a fun activity, we still want to remember. We want to remember Jesus and all that we do and all of the things. We want to have a prayer in our heart and continue on. And so speaking of Jesus, maybe the birth of Christ, we're going to go back to Christmas. And I've got an epic amount of Christmas wrapping paper. So it was so good. I am never going to put my kids' presents in bags, okay? I always want them to have the ability to just really tear into it, make a mess, be a little chaotic, because I believe in controlled chaos. I think that when you are parenting, you can't expect your kids to be perfect and prim and proper all of the time. I do genuinely think that you need to have some like controlled chaos and let kids go crazy once in a while. It gets the energy out and will definitely make it easier for them to be settled in the times that they're supposed to be settled. So let the energy out when it's appropriate, and then they can be settled in the time that it would also be appropriate. Okay, so speaking of getting energy out, this is gonna be one of my fun, messier finds. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little bit of that chaos that I was talking about. Are you ready? I did that. I absolutely did it. I don't regret it. I will have to clean all of these up, but that's okay. So yes, I got a ton of these cute little pastel balls from the store as well. So I am gonna let you go and I'm gonna clean up my mess before anybody else sees it. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for joining this episode of The Pound Store.